week, and B.B. Comer and Ranburne tonight, big region matchup. Joining me is my buddy Shaddix Murphy, and Shaddix, big region game for both these teams tonight.
Yes, it is, and I had the pleasure of watching Ranburne last week play Fayetteville, and should be a pretty good game. Ranburne, they got some big kids. Their line is very big and physical, and a couple of good skill guys. So looking forward to a good game tonight here with them and B.B. Comer.
You couldn't ask for better weather. It looks like the rain's moved out, and there's a nice breeze, and it's a lot cooler than it was a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, sir. Really coming in. That breeze going, not hot, so looking for a good night of football.
So this matchup tonight on a Friday night, a lot of games were played on Thursday due to the thinking that there was going to be some heavy weather coming in this way, and hadn't materialized. But a lot of games played last night. Of course, you had Childersburg getting their first win of the season, and kind of easy too.
Yeah, they were played Weaver last night and ended up winning 54-8. And like I said, that's their first win of the season. And Coach Johnson's looking hopefully to build off that rest of the season. And
Sylacauga right here on this field loses to Valley, and Sylacauga is having a lot of problems. They're 0-4 on the season, almost halfway through the year.
Yeah, I know. Talking to one gentleman this afternoon, I think may have several, their skill guys hurt. I think I was told maybe they're on their maybe third or fourth quarterback. So a bunch of young guys, maybe not enough experience playing, but like you said, hadn't been able to win a ball game yet, but maybe get things turned around.
Coach Adam Fawcett, head football coach and athletic director at B.B. Comer, what a great job he's done the last several years since taking over a program that was in disarray.
Yeah, and he has done a great job. Not quite sure how many years they've made the playoffs since he's been here, but he has, done good things with the program. Looks like he's getting it turned around in the right direction.
You saw Ranburne last week against Fayetteville. What about this Ranburne team?
Like I said, they are pretty good. They got their line is very big. They are physical. Can run the ball. They got a good quarterback and running back. So looking hopefully for a good game tonight.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And we're with you from Legion Stadium tonight. Sarah Automotive High School Game of the Week, brought to you in part by Donahue Physical Therapy, District 33 State Representative Ben Robbins, Omnia, Coosa Valley Medical Center, Community Funeral Home, District 3 Sylacauga City Councilman Nate Boom Boom Brewer, B.B. Comer Alumni Association, Stop and Shop Auto Sales, and Talladega County Sheriff Jimmy Kilgore, who is running for re-election in the November midterm elections. And so Sylacauga Glass presents our national anthem in a few minutes. And Marble City Pharmacy, they're along with us again this year, and we appreciate all those folks over there being a part of high school football as well. We've got Coach's Corner coming up with Coach Adam Fawcett, and we look forward to that as Coach Fawcett talks about tonight's game against the Ranburne Bulldogs, and we'll have that coming up, and we'll take a break and head back to Coach Adam Fawcett right after this. Hey, you're going to have to talk to me now and let me know what's going on. Coach Adam Fawcett Show brought to you by the B.B. Comer Alumni Association, and an easy win for the Tigers last week over Woodland on the road. And Coach Fawcett, you rang up a lot of points. You got to play a lot of players.
We did. Played a lot of guys, played everybody that dressed, and got to play a lot of young guys. Who was that guy
came out of the stand y'all played?
We were very fortunate to score a lot of points early and capitalize on some stuff. And I thought offensively we really fired on all cylinders. We threw the ball around, we ran the ball well. So we got to do some things. We got to work on some stuff and get better during that time. So, Woodland played hard. They're playing a lot of young guys right now.
And Woodland's not indicative of some of the teams you're going to be playing down the stretch either.
No doubt. Our schedule is going to gradually get tougher and tougher as we go down the stretch, and you feel like this week with Ranburne, they're a tougher team. Next week you have Vincent, who's on a roll. You go off region to go 2 sacks, and then you get Isabella at home, and those are all big games. Especially the region games coming up for us are all big games. So for us to be able to get a region win early, right out of the gate is huge, because region wins are important as far as playoffs and seeding, and based on our crossover region. We do not want to go on the road on the first round.
Yeah. Easy win over Woodland. You gave up a field goal. The defense, the only thing they gave up all night. You had a lot of points on offense on the scoreboard. Who are some players that kind of caught your attention during that game?
Offensively, I thought Ray Leon Sims played well again for us. He had 7 carries, 140 yards, and 4 touchdowns. So
pretty good night.
That's a pretty good stat line. I thought Richard Weed is catching the ball well for us. And
he's getting better and better, this young guy.
He is. He's getting better. He's making, when he has the ball in his hands, he can make guys miss. We threw the ball. I think we threw the ball to 6 or 7 different receivers. So able to spread it around. And we've got, when we get protection and we do what we're supposed to do, and Devin throws a good ball, we've got weapons. We've got James Carmichael, Chris Garrett, Richard Weed, Jai Gaddis. All those guys can be weapons for us in our offense. So if we can put it all together, and we have our running game and our passing game, we're pretty tough.
Speaking of the running game, you were kind of nicked up going into the Woodland game. How'd that go?
We're good. I think everybody's healthy now. I think everybody's kind of back to game form. We still have some bumps and bruises, but overall we're pretty healthy going into the game.
You have shown that you have some depth at that running back spot too.
Yeah, we do. And with Kimura's injury, Ray had to step up and play. And then we've got a little young guy, Cam Gaddis, has come in. And he's a little, man, he's all over the place. He does a good job. I think he had about 70 yards rushing Friday night. So he's been a real surprise for us as far as just getting in there, and because he's a little bitty guy, but he gets in there and, man, he'll dart around. He's not afraid of contact. He came up and made some tackles for us defensively. So Cam has been a real bright spot for that young group coming
Defensively, you give up 3 points, that's all.
Yeah, defensively we play well. Chris Wilson's still playing lights out for us defensively. We've been able to move him around a little bit, and I think that's reignited a fire in him to be able to do that. So he's playing some outside. He's in some coverage some. He's 6'4". He's got an 83-inch wingspan. When he sticks his arm out, he's covering a lot of ground. So. And then he's playing offensive line for us, but he's done a great job for us. Linebacker play has gotten a lot better, and our linebacker play has got to continue getting better week in and week out. We've got to be able to see what's going on. We've got to be able to read pulling guards. We've got to be able to find the ball and do what we're supposed to do. So a couple times we didn't get lined up right, but that's more of those younger guys, just little nerves, getting those younger guys in there. Our goal was to get the shutout. Defensively, we rested. We didn't play any of the starters in the second half. But if Woodland's offense got inside the 30, we put the first defense back in, just to preserve a shutout. But they got a field goal on us late, which I didn't know the kid could kick it that far, but he kicked about a 26, 27-yarder on us.
Tomorrow night, region game here at the stadium against Ranburne, and Ranburne coming off, they scored a lot of points against Fayetteville last week.
Yeah, Ranburne's a tough team. Coach Bailey's always going to have those guys ready. He's a good guy. He knows what he has. He knows what he has to work with, and he makes the most of it. They're gritty. They're a physical bunch.
Pretty big on that offensive line,
they
too.
They are big up front. Young man Carson Hall on their team he's a Air Force Academy commit, and he's number 79. You'll recognize him. He's a big fella on the field. So good kid, but hard football player. plays well. They use him in a lot of situations, short yardage situations. They'll put him in the backfield and just hand it to him and let him run.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have our work cut out for us. Obviously, we're going to have some weather issues and some rain in the forecast as well.
How do you teach handling the football when it's wet?
We've had the opportunity with the weather this week. Like Monday, it rained like crazy at practice, so we stayed in it and practiced and got after it. And it's a mindset, to be honest with you, and mentally. If we can go into tomorrow knowing, hey, it's gonna rain, and there is going to be rain at some point in time. It may rain the whole time. It may, we don't know. But if that mindset is, hey, it's just rain,
Mm-hmm.
do what we can do to control it. And the good thing is, it's rain and we're on an artificial surface. It's not like we're on a natural surface
Right.
that's going to continue to deteriorate as the day goes. So. A little rain never hurt anybody, and it'll present a challenge. But they're playing the same challenge. They're playing in the same conditions we're playing. So psychologically, we got to be the tougher team, and psychologically block out all that other stuff.
Where's this Tiger team 3 games into the season, you think?
Improving. We still have to continue to improve. We get. With some of the same teams that we've had, like with Ranburne, we've beat Ranburne the past 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to really emphasize to these guys that was the last 2 years. Kids live in the moment until you get to a sporting event, and then they're like, oh, well, we beat them the past 2 years, or we beat them, or So you really got to emphasize, guys, we got to move forward. You've got to prepare for this team. They're not gonna, I tell the guys all the time, teams aren't gonna just lay down for you because you beat them. Teams want to beat you now because you have beat them, and trying to get 14 to 17-year-old kids to understand that is tough at times. But I think if we continue to improve, we're gonna be okay. I think. And seeing we talked about depth, some of our young guys are finally starting to get it. They're finally starting to understand, hey, I can help this team out. I may not be a starter, I may not play all the time, but I can help this team out. And that will be key down the stretch is depth. We've got to have depth.
And with tomorrow night and tomorrow rain forecast right now, most of the day tomorrow. That's more conducive to running the football, and you got to feel good about running the football as a Tiger going in tomorrow night.
Yeah, I think we will be okay lining up and running the ball. We have a lot of weapons in place. We have a lot of guys. Ray Ray's running the ball well. I think Kamor's ready to get back in the mix and get going, and Cam Gaddis is there if he's available. We have Richard Weed on the edge that can run the ball. He gets a couple carries here and there to get to the edge. So I like what we have in our arsenal, and whether it rains or doesn't rain, we're going to line up and play football.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Coach Adam Fawcett, the head football coach and athletic director at BB Colmer this morning. Our guest and kickoff tomorrow night, region game against Ranburne, and with the weather forecast to be kind of bad, is so important that we have fans in the stands cheering this team on.
Yeah, we got to have some fans in the stands. There's got to be, we got to have a crowd. You can dry off after the game, and that's we had a good following. It's funny, we had a really good following to Woodland. Had a good crowd there, and some of the starters were standing on the sidelines in the second half. They're like, Coach, the crowds, they're not even into the game. I said, guys, it's 42-0. Like they're ready to go home at this point. I said, I'm kind of bored, So, but we've got to have a crowd there. We've got to have a large group, and our crowd's got to get a little more. They got to get a little bit louder for us. They've been kind of the Chillsburg game. It was a different atmosphere. It wasn't very loud back there. We did have some students out there making some noise and doing some stuff for us. But got to challenge the crowd to get into the game more and cheer our guys on a little bit more.
All right, kickoff tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, Legion Stadium region game. B.B. Comer hosting Ranburne. Coach, we'll talk to you again next week. Brought to you by the B.B. Comer Alumni Association. Coach Adam Fawcett of the B.B. Comer Tigers. More daybreak after this.
Just avoid the rain now.
Mm-hmm.
Be happy.
Where are we at on time?
Where are we at on time? All right, say again. We're live. Go.
Coach Adam Fawcett Show brought to you tonight, right before B.B. Comer and Ranburne, and we're about 15 minutes away from kickoff or so, and what's turned out to be a pretty nice evening with a good breeze blowing in the press box, and shout out to some of the folks from B.B. Comer heading into the stadium, and they're fired up about these B.B. Comer Tigers. They made it deep in the playoffs last year, and even though they lost to Dadeville the first game of the season when they were preseason ranked number 6, they're still number 9 in 2A.
Yeah, and like I said, opening up with a good Dadeville team, they did lose, but, Dadeville always has a good football team. And to, open up, with them with a loss, but come back with 2 wins. And like you said, going deep last year in the playoffs, looking to hopefully go a little further this year. And I sure do got some, good athletes to do that.
This weekend is 9/11, and every time I see that American flag, it just sends kind of chill bumps up my spine. I remember 9/11/2001, and this is the weekend we recognize it on Sunday. Let's head down to the field for the playing of our national anthem, brought to you by Silicaga Glass.
That's good.
The B.B. Comer marching sound of goal with our presentation of the national anthem, and you can see Shattuck's breeze whipping that flag.
Yeah, it looked like those kids was having a tough time holding that thing to get it, but nevertheless, beautiful there by the sound of goal playing the national anthem.
Let's talk about this B.B. Comer Tiger offense, and you got to begin with Kamori Harris, who rushed for over 2,000 yards last season and multiple touchdowns, and he's been kind of nicked up this year, and Dadeville kind of held him in check a little bit. But he's been nicked up the last 2 games, played very little last week, and matter of fact, just a handful of plays, and he didn't play that much week prior to that due to that ankle injury, and they tell me that ankle injuries are very, very hard to heal.
Yeah, they are, and like you said, just a junior, but rushing over 2,000 yards as a sophomore last year, and but unfortunately this year, being nicked up, maybe I see a little more of him tonight. Don't know, but You know, like you said, you know, a very good back, big back. I think I got him listed 6'2", 6'3". So, and as you were saying earlier, you know, very fast. So, you know, may see a little more of him tonight. We'll just have to wait and see what Coach Fawcett does.
And Devin Harvey, the junior quarterback, and Harvey has played well this season, and he can throw the football a little bit. But you know, with the wind whipping the way it is, I don't know how much they're going to try to throw it.
Yeah, they may have to rely on some of them running backs, as you know, number 2, Chris Garrett. I think he's had, you know, most of the carries for the most part, you know, this year, with Harris being, you know, nicked up. So may just have to rely on them backs tonight. Like you said, with the wind the way it is, may be a little tough getting that ball through the air.
Richard Weed, he is a sophomore, and he is number 9. And he's a little guy, but he can make some things happen. He's almost like one of those water bugs, you know, you see on the water how quick they are. He kind of reminds me of that, and he's very explosive when he gets the football.
Yeah, they're 1 minute and gone the next, as him and Raylan Sims, you know, they're trying to get him a little bit out of the backfield at sometimes, and both of them 10th graders. But we'll just see how it plays out tonight.
Their offensive line is key, and they've got a veteran offensive line anchored by Brandon Blankenship and Zach Carpenter.
Yeah, and they may, you know, like I said earlier, Ranburne's got a big line, so may have a little tough battle on their hands tonight. But you know, like you said, a veteran line, so we'll.
You saw Ranburne last week. What about their quarterback?
Their quarterback, number 4, Cade Garrett, he and their running back, number 6, Caleb Benefield. Like I said, both of those guys are very athletic. Benefield, I know, had over 100 yards rushing last week against Fayetteville. So we'll just see how B.B. Comer keeps those guys in check.
B.B. Comer and Ranburne, big region matchup, and you know, B.B. Comer is in a stretch of 3 straight region games. Last week they went to Woodland for their first region win. They've got a region game tonight, and next week they go over to Vincent to play an unbeaten Vincent team that's 2-0 in the region too.
Yeah, like I said, you know, you don't want to look ahead, but that game next week at Vincent, you know, like you said, them being undefeated, should be a big game for B.B. Comer, having to go over to Vincent to play them.
High school football tonight brought to you by Sarah Automotive. Big Labor Day, post-Labor Day sale continues through the end of the month at Sarah Automotive. Also, Donahue Physical Therapy on West Fort Williams. We appreciate Ben and his staff partnering with us again for high school football. State Representative Ben Robbins, District 33. And you know Ben's been very instrumental since he's been elected as District 33 State Representative.
Yes, he has. He, you know, every time you turn around, you see him. He's getting things done, helping the community, helping schools. Ben's doing a good job.
And, of course, Omnia, one of our large marble quarries here in town, very supportive of high school student athletes. Coosa Valley Medical Center, the largest employer in our city, and appreciate Glenn Sisk and Vanessa Green and all the folks over there. Community Funeral Home, Charles Woods and Cadero Woods. I talked to Charles this morning, and he didn't know that you were going to be on tonight. He thought Zach was going to be on, and he said he's going to be watching. So when I tell him, he's going to be mad because he's looking for Zach.
Oh yeah, Zach. I think you said decided he wanted to go watch the Barons
there
tonight.
There you go.
So
bumped us out.
Yep.
Yeah. But Donahue Community Funeral Home in Sylacauga, a great sponsor for high school football. District 3 Sylacauga City Councilman Nate Boom Boom Brewer, and if he's in the area, he's talking and shaking hands.
Oh yeah, you know he's a go-getter and done a lot of good things for the Sylacauga and his district, and like I said, he ain't afraid to get out there and shake some hands and help where he can.
B.B. Comer Alumni Association, that's Biddy and Tubba and Mike and RC and all the folks at the Alumni Association do a fantastic job in raising monies for this athletic program. And I was shocked, and Coach Fawcett telling me that some of the cost for this equipment they have to buy.
Yeah, all this, electric equipment, them headphones and things, You know, I don't know exactly how much they cost, but I know they're expensive. And
helmets over $300.
that alumni association has done, you know, a great job in, you know, helping the athletic programs help get what they need.
And Stop and Shop Auto Sales, Anderson, Bobby Collins, of course, the Collins family's been in the automobile business since the mid-40s. They've been around a long time right there on First Street in Sylacauga. And Talladega County Sheriff Jimmy Kilgore running for re-election with the midterm elections coming up November the 8th, I think it is. And Sheriff Kilgore, you know, he's lost all that weight, you know.
Yeah, I seen him a few weeks ago.
Kind of reminds me of you.
Oh, no. But, I think a lot of Sheriff Kilgore, you know, he's helped me in the coroner's office a lot, and just a good sheriff that we have there. And, you know, again, seeking re-election for sheriff.
Marlboro City Pharmacy, and they're doing the remodel in the store on in Ogletree, Ogletree Plaza. Yeah, is that right? Yeah. And they ready to go in that, I think, in October, I believe they said it was. And you know, Don Hardy, he's doing a lot of that remodeling over there. And I saw Don the other day and asked him if he's on the timeline. He said, "Oh yeah," I said, "We'll be ready to go." And so Marlboro City Pharmacy, Jarrett and Jacob and all the folks there, we appreciate them partnering with us for high school football as well. While we've got a minute, Shattuck, let's go over B.B. Comer's defense. I want to talk about their defense a little bit. Last year, a couple of years prior to this one, they leaned on their linebackers. Well, not so much this year, but they've got that big defensive line that puts a lot of pressure on the backfield for the opponent's offense.
Yeah, and, you know, like I said, starting at nose guard, you got number 56. That's Brandon Blankenship. And flanking him at one end, number 57, Caden Brown. And number 65, Zachariah Carpenter. And as you mentioned, those linebackers, they rely heavy on them. One linebacker, number 51, that's Chris Wilson.
He's their top tackler, Wilson is.
Okay, and you got number 19 also, Noah Wimmer. Number 6, Adam Oden, and looks like number 23 to run back, Kamari Harris. Looks like we're all going to see him on defense tonight, so probably get a good look at him maybe on offense also. And number 9, Mr. Richard Weed, and then in the secondary you're going to have number 8, Raylan Sims, number 4, James Carmichael, and number 15, Jesse Graham.
You know, James Carmichael, his brother, quarterback for B.B. Comer for, I think, 3 years. He graduated last year, and James is back for his senior year, and he's a good-looking player, too. Shattuck, you got the captains as they head to midfield for both teams.
Yeah, as for Ranburne, you got number 6, Caleb Benefield, and number 11, Truett Ward, as the captains for B.B. Comer. Number 51, Chris Wilson. Number 8, Raylan Sims. Number 3, Devin Harvey. And number 65, Zachariah Carpenter.
You can see Zach from a long way off. He's a big guy.
Yeah, he and number 51, Chris Wilson, two big guys there, be anchoring that line.
You know, we talked about yesterday about the possibility of inclement weather, and obviously that's mostly gone by the board now, so it may free up a little bit more. Artificial turf, of course, and B.B. Comer used to playing on this field. Ranburne, not so much, but it's a big region game, and you know, I've heard a lot of people talk about Ranburne and their coaching staff and Stephen Bailey. A lot of people think highly of Coach Bailey.
Yes, like I said, you know, Ranburne looks like they have won the toss and deferred to the second half, but like you said, it looks like the rain's out. But got a little wind, so we'll see how it plays out.
All right, B.B. Comer will get the football as we get set to go for Ranburne and B.B. Comer. A big region matchup at Legion Stadium here in Sylacauga tonight. WOIL TV 47 and our Sarah Automotive High School game of the week. This is 2A Region 4. Big matchup tonight between two region opponents. B.B. Comer lost to Dadeville 42-21, and they came back and thumped Childersburg 35-21, and then all over Woodland last week 48-3. Ranburne losing to White Plains to start their season 14-7, but they won 2 in a row, beating Wadley 14-0, and Fayetteville last week, a game which you did, 47-12.
Yeah, and like I say, so looking for a good game tonight between Ranburne and BB Comer.
I don't know. You look at both these teams, and you would think BB Comer would have a step or two in speed. Let's see how that plays out tonight. But turnovers, we saw Sylacauga last night against Valley, and they turned the ball over on the first offensive play of the night and went downhill from there. BB Comer can't afford to do that tonight either.
No, not tonight. With like I said, Ranburne's a good football team. Having watched them last week, so turnovers. They'll always get you, so looking to hold on to the ball.
All right, the Sarah Automotive High School Game of the Week, and this kickoff brought to you by Donahue Physical Therapy. Ben and the folks over on West Fort Williams, and for all your physical therapy needs, it is Donahue Physical Therapy in their new location. Been over there about a year now, but they'll be ready to go to meet you with your need. Maury Harris back deep for BB Comer as we get set for the kickoff, and Curtis Daniel, that is Riley Cash to kick off for Ranburne. Beautiful, beautiful night for high school football. Ranburne over in Cleveland County, not far, Shattuck, from the Georgia border, I don't think.
Yeah, they've had 2 weeks coming down here towards Sylacauga.
Short kick and taking and running with it. I thought he was going to fair catch. That's Chris Garrett.
Yeah, number 35 there on the tackle for Ranburne, Brent Lovern, and saw Ranburne do that pretty much every kick that they had last week. They just do a little pooch kick, trying to find a little opening there in the receiving team. But like you said, number 8, Raylan Sims coming up.
Devin Harvey, the junior quarterback, will take the snap as BB Comer rolls from the 35-yard line. Off right tackle, running room. Uh-oh. He's going to the house, Shattuck. Wow. Handoff and an easy touchdown for Chris Garrett.
Yeah, hello. First play of the game there. The left side of the line did an awesome job there making a hole, and boy, was there a hole there. And
65 yards. What a way to start the game. So it's 6-0 with a point after from the toe of Noah Wimmer. And we're 20 seconds into the game. Looked like one of your kicks.
Yes, it did. So no good, but just right off the bat, hello, 6-0 BB Comer, 20 seconds into the ball game.
Now, what would you say about that offensive line and the hole they opened up?
Hey, that was a me and you both could have went through that. So, but yeah, the offensive line there doing an excellent job making a hole for the running back there to take it to the house.
That BB Comer touchdown brought to you by Talladega County Sheriff Jimmy Kilgore. As the Tigers on top, 6-0. We're 20 seconds into the first quarter at Legion Stadium here in Sylacauga. So if you're looking for a good start for BB Comer, you got it. As the Tigers will prepare to kick off now on the scoreboard early on. Some of the crowd still coming into the stadium. They missed a touchdown. So here we go. Chris Wilson preparing to kick off. And he drills it down the center of the field, taking in at the 17-yard line. That is Caleb Benefield, and Benefield crosses a 35 and taking it out to the 38-yard line.
Yes, coming in to make the stop, number 11, Michael Kirksey. And Ranburne looking to get something going here.
All right, you saw them against Fayetteville last week. What did they do early on against the Wolves?
A lot of inside running. They threw some. didn't have to throw that much. Like I said, you know, they had a good run game with number 6, the running back Caleb Benefield. But we'll see how they do. B.B. Comer will be a little different tonight.
Quarterback keeper, and he's across the 40 to the 45-yard line. A nice 8-yard run.
Yeah, just that simple quarterback sneak there, or keeper rather, and sort of there to make the stop. I believe that's number 70, Seth Pettit, coming up along number 19, Noah Wimmer, to make the stop.
Had his knee down a couple of yards prior, so he's got a 2nd and 5 from the 43-yard line. Just underway, B.B. Comer leading 6-0. Two men in motion. And knocked down as he crosses the 45-yard line. Not a whole lot of running room for that is Benefield.
Yeah, as number 14, Jai Gaddis, steps up to make the stop after looks like maybe a 2-yard gain.
So here we are, 3rd down and about 2 at the 46-yard line. So far it's been a steady diet of running for Ranburne. Penalty flag is down. It's usually against the offense, so let's see. As usual, I'm wrong. B.B. Comer must line up offside.
Yeah, so that penalty, you know, is going to give Ranburne the 1st down and just over the 50 into Tiger territory.
I don't know, Ben, if we can get a shot of Coach Fawcett around the 40-yard line. Coach Fawcett has an injured leg, and he's in a walking boot. And talked to him yesterday. He said this has been a pain for him. And big running room for Caleb Benefield again as he crosses the 45 to about the 42-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be a little shy of the 1st down, about 3 yards or so. But number 2, Chris Garrett, finally making the stop on him after a 7-yard gain.
Obviously, Ranburne believes they can run the football.
Yeah, and they have noticed coming to their right side, that right guard, number 79, he is a big kid.
2nd and about 3. And this time running for a little bit of yardage is Raines. He will be short of the 1st down by about a yard.
Yeah, again, Wimmer and Zachariah Carpenter there to make the stop at the 40, so 3rd down and 1.
B.B. Comer leading 6-0 with 9:12 to go in the 1st quarter. 3rd and short for the Bulldogs. 1st down inside the 40 to about the 39-yard line. I think he's going to have a 1st down, maybe short.
Yeah, Chris Garrett come up and stuck him right at the line, and don't know if he made it or not.
It's that right foot, left foot. So it'll be 4th down for Ranburne, just inside the 40-yard line between the 39 and 40. So it'll be 4th down and about a foot. Here we go, early 1st quarter big play here for Ranburne. And they're doing what they want to do. They want to keep that football away from B.B. Comer's offense, so they're driving. 4th and short. And it's going to be close. I think he's got it.
Yeah, looks like it did, as number 56 there, 1st one in to make the hit, Brandon Blankenship. But Ranburne does, yeah, they're going to pick up the 1st down, but not by much, but they do get the 1st down.
Cade Garrett, the guy you talked about in the pregame, he's a little guy, 5'8", 157 pounds, but he runs much bigger than he looks.
Yes, he does.
Go back inside and some running room. Breaking inside the 35 to the 33-yard line is Benefield.
Yeah, you know, a good hold there that Ranburne made to pick up about 6 yards on the play.
That big 79, they running behind him, and that is Carson Hall, a senior, 6'4", 275 pounds. I'd run behind him too.
Yes, sir. I know last week there's a few times they had him in the backfield also on some short yardage stuff.
So second down and about 4. And this time B.B. Comer stacks it up.
Yeah, good job that time by the B.B. Comer defense, led by number 23 that time. That's Kamari Harris stepping up to make the stop at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a half-yard gain, but nevertheless, they're going to bring up a third down.
Benefield on the carry. Raines is the quarterback. Or at least he's taking the snaps at quarterback. They move him around. So third down and 5. Going to throw it. Rolling away, flipping, got a man open who dropped the football. He was running free. That's Williamson, but he just couldn't hang on to it.
Yeah, in and out of the hands. Rhett Williamson falls incomplete, but yeah, he was wide open and hit him in the hands, just couldn't hang on to it.
So that'll bring up fourth down. Of course, they're going to go for it here from the Tiger 33-yard line. Cade Garrett will take the snap. Garrett's going to roll this way to throw. He is throwing, and it is caught, but he's going to be short of the first down.
Yeah, nowhere to throw, but he did complete it to number 3, Lyreek Raines. But like you said, not a first down, but there is a penalty marker, and it looks like it's going to be roughing the passer. So
Chris Wilson came over, the big linebacker, to knock him out of bounds, but if that indeed is the case, that'll give Ranburne a first down deeper in Tiger territory, and that's a couple of penalties already against the Tigers.
Yeah, not what you want right there on the fourth down, you know, making the stop, but yeah, that's going to be a personal foul, and it's going to give Ranburne a first down inside the 20.
So B.B. Comer on their first offensive play of the night, 65-yard touchdown run, but Ranburne has moved the chains very effectively on their opening drive, and they're deep in Tiger territory. We've got a timeout with 6:14 to go. We'll take a break and come back to Legion Stadium on the Sarah Automotive High School Game of the Week after this.
Them move some equipment down from the press box. Please, after the game, anybody like to help the television crew move some equipment, please report to the press box and ask for Jimmy Dale later. Thank you.
After the timeout, Ranburne's got it first and goal, or first and 10 inside the 20-yard line, trailing 6-0. Mostly a steady diet of running the football, and this time to the 16-yard line, another penalty flag is down.
Yeah, as number 8, Raylan Sim makes the stop. I believe I got him Ranburne for holding.
So that'll back it up 10 yards. You've got that 79 who is, we mentioned, 6'4", 275. You have got Isaac Culvert, number 62, over on this side with him. And then you've got 68, and that is Bo Young. He's 6'2", 215 pounds. So this right side, they run on it a lot. So after the penalty, 5:56 to go, B.B. Comer leading 6-0. Garrett, the quarterback. Just flips it out of the backfield. That is to Benefield, and Benefield gets some yardage on his own to about the 25.
Yeah, and a good job by number 9, Richard Weed there, making the stop.
He ran a long way, but didn't gain anything.
Yeah, good open field tackle there.
So to bring up second down and about 20. Looking to throw it. Now he's going to be sacked back at the 35-yard line. That's the quarterback, Cade Garrett.
Yeah, good penetration that time by the defensive line of B.B. Comer, led by number 65, Zachariah Carpenter, coming in there for a big sack.
So, Shattuck, this is one of those times where you call a play. You got third down and a cab ride at least. They've got to get to about the 8-yard line for a first down. So here we go. Ranburne has had the football almost the entire first quarter since B.B. Comer took one play to score. Quarterback keep, big hole. Missing a tackle, running free to the 20-yard line. Nice run by Cade Garrett.
Yes, it was. Picked up, a lot of that yardage back, but it's still going to be, fourth down and a long way to go. So, of course, they're going to go for it here. So we'll see what they got, what kind of play they got on a 4th and 12.
B.B. Comer had a shot at quarterback Garrett, and they missed him. He ran free for about 10 yards. So 4th and 12. Garrett, a little shuttle pass, and B.B. Comer's ready for it.
Yes, it was. Good eyes that time by number 23, Mr. Kamar Harris, coming up to make that stop. And Comer taking over on downs.
Raines, a senior, took the little shuttle pass, but Kamar Harris with a solo tackle. So the Tigers take over at their own 21-yard line. Didn't take them long to score the first time. One play, 65 yards. And Chris Garrett did the honors. So you got Harris in there running back now. And quarterback keeps it, and he's got some room. That is Garrett. Excuse me, that's Harvey. And Harvey may go all the way himself. Wow, that's a touchdown.
Yes,
80
it is.
yards.
A exceptional fake there by number 3, the quarterback Devin Harvey, and he goes right at 80 yards for another B.B. Comer touchdown. They've had the ball 28 seconds and scored 2 touchdowns.
Nobody touched him. That's so odd. Great play fake. And everybody was looking for Harris, and Harvey pulled it out and along the far sideline, untouched, 80 yards. So you got a 65-yard run and an 80-yard run. So the 2-point conversion is coming now with Devin Harvey, as they're going to try to get that missed extra point back. So we'll see what happens here from the 2-yard line, or the 3-yard line. Looking to throw it, throwing into the end zone. That didn't look too good right there.
Yeah, I didn't catch a number, but a Ranburne defender got their hand up, knocked the ball, got a hand on the ball. Going to fall incomplete, but nevertheless, Comer going up 12-0 here, and has 3 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in the first quarter, and has run 2 plays.
Yeah. That is so crazy. They lead at 12-0, and 65-yard touchdown run by Chris Garrett, and then an 80-yard touchdown run by quarterback Devin Harvey. And if you're Ranburne, you're thinking, well, you know, they put a drive together and strung together 4 or 5 first downs, but they still trail 12-0.
Yeah, had the ball right at 8 minutes there in the first quarter. Don't have anything. Comer having it, like we said, 28 seconds, and already got a 12-0 lead.
So Harvey will prepare to kick off. Wilson will prepare to kick off for B.B. Comer, leading by a score of 12-0. And if you're Ranburne, you feel good about moving the football, but you bog down in enemy territory and you give up 2 big plays, and that's kind of bothersome as Ranburne takes a little pooch kick, and that is Kalen Smith on the return.
Yeah, you know, Ranburne having the ball and, you know, was able to drive some on B.B. Comer. You know, B.B. Comer did have the penalty that gave them the first down, but once they got inside the 20 there, they had a big sack, and then the holding penalty that hurt Ranburne on that drive there once they got inside the 20.
So let's see if Ranburne sticks with their knitting. They'll have it at their own 37-yard line, trailing 12-0. Garrett ready to take the snap, and he leaves it with Benefield. Benefield didn't get much.
Yeah, nothing there as Noah Wimmer was there to make the stop. Going to lose about a yard, half yard or so on the play.
Big Seth Pettit. And trying to see is that 76 Shattuck's on the right tackle over there?
It's like 56.
Okay.
Blankenship.
All right, second down and long. B.B. Comer with a 5-man front. Quarterback going to keep it. B.B. Comer straining out, and they sack him way back inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, number 51 containing that end over there, Chris Wilson. I don't know. Look there. I didn't know if Garrett was going to sort of pull up and throw or keep it, but a big stop there by B.B. Comer with a big loss.
So third down again and very long. They got to get it out to the 48-yard line. They're now at the 30, so 18-yard needed for Ranburne here, trailing 12-0, a minute 55 to go in the first quarter. B.B. Comer coming after him again, sack him inside the 20-yard line.
Yeah, number 2 over there, Chris Garrett, getting around that left tackle over there, making the stop, bringing up 4th and way long for Ranburne, and they'll have to punt this time.
Gaddis helping out on the tackle too, so that's back-to-back sacks for the Tiger defense. So here's a guy that we talked about, Richard Weed. He has got some speed, and he runs north and south. Kind of a pooch kick that's taken and nowhere to go at midfield.
Yeah, number 7, and that is Rhett Williamson, and number 1, Kalen Smith, right there to make the stop as Weed's going to catch it about the 50-yard line, so we'll see what the defense of Ranburne can do this time.
All right, first down and 10 for B.B. Comer. Chris Garrett back there at quarterback now. I think that's Garrett. Yeah, no, it's not. It's Harvey again. And here's a big guy, Kamori Harris. And Harris been limping with that ankle injury, and he gets about 3 yards on that carry.
Yeah, number 36 comes up to make the stop, Zach Buchanan. But after about a 3-yard pickup by Harris, gets knocked out of bounds.
Less than a minute to go in the first quarter. B.B. Comer 12 and Ranburne nothing. Harvey leaves it with Harris, and Harris is to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, sort of tripped up there, but number 1, Kalen Smith, and 19, Curtis Daniel was there to make the stop after a gain of about 5.
Harris a little frustrated. He's dealt with that ankle problem, and he's one of those guys that wants to play every down, but right now he just can't do it. So we've got Chris Garrett in the backfield now, and he's had a lot of playing time for B.B. Comer this year, replacing Harris. And that's the end of the first quarter. Sarah Automotive High School Game of the Week, B.B. Comer 12 and Ranburne nothing. More coming up from Legion Stadium right after this.
It's the end of summer payment vacation happening now at Sarah Honda in Sylacauga. Summer may be coming to an end, but your payments can still take a vacation. Make no payments until the end of the year and get 1.9% APR financing during the end of summer payment vacation sales event happening now at sarahhonda.net and at Sarah Honda on Highway 280 in Sylacauga. Disclaimer with dealer preferred lender. Credit approval may require money down. 1.9% for 60 months at $1748 for $1,000 financed, regardless of down payment. Visit dealer for details.
Back to Legion Stadium in Sylacauga as B.B. Comer with a 12-0 lead over the Ranburne Bulldogs. 2 big offensive plays for B.B. Comer in the first quarter. Chris Garrett, 65-yard touchdown run, and then Devin Harvey with an 80-yard touchdown run. So the Tigers lead at 12-0 and have the football with a 3rd down and about 3 from the Ranburne 44-yard line. So possession down for the Tigers. This is the 3rd series for the Tigers as they're trying to reset the scoreboard clock. Not operating properly. They may have to keep the time on the field. I'm not sure they're going to be able to correct it or not from the press box, so we'll see. B.B. Comer leads at 12-0. Big region matchup in Class 2A, Region 4. There we go, got it set now. White Plains beat Ranburne, hand them their only loss, and Dadeville beat B.B. Comer to hand them their only loss. So here we go on 3rd down. It's the 1st down and more. There he goes down the sideline again, and he is going to score. That's a touchdown for B.B. Comer. Raylon Sims, the sophomore. So Sims with a touchdown. That's 44 yards. So 65 yards, 80 yards, and 44 yards for touchdowns for the Tigers, and they're open up at now 18-0. So I'm sure they'll go for 2 right here. $11:48 before halftime, and it is all B.B. Comer right now. So they line up for the 2-point conversion. And they want to flip it to the big tight end who just slipped in the end zone. That's Adam Odom, and the 2-point conversion is good, and B.B. Comer leads it by a score of 20-0. B.B. Comer trying to improve to 3-1 on the season. Has taken a 3-touchdown lead over the Ranburne Bulldogs early in the second quarter. So Tiger offense is rolling with 3 big play run touchdowns as they have opened up a 20-0 lead over the Ranburne Bulldogs, and they're having all kind of problems with the scoreboard. And so hopefully they can get that straightened out as we move into the second quarter. B.B. Comer leading 20-0 over the Ranburne Bulldogs. We're patched into the scoreboard with our stuff, and if it's showing 18 minutes, it's really not 18 minutes. It's 11 minutes and some piece of change here in the second quarter. We'll try to, there it is, 11:52. So B.B. Comer will kick off, leading by a score of 20-0. Ranburne brought a nice little crowd from over in East Alabama, Northeast Alabama. And they're kind of quiet now as the Bulldogs have given up some big running plays for B.B. Comer. Line drive, kick taken in at the 15-yard line. And crossing the 30 to the 35. Fumble, B.B. Comer's got it. B.B. Comer recovers a fumble. And coming up with it is James Carmichael. So a turnover on the kickoff. And so B.B. Comer back in business again. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Tigers will at the Ranburne 35-yard line. B.B. Comer continues to have their way so far here in the second quarter. Wanting to throw it. Throwing into coverage, and it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Carmichael. They try to get it all right there. It'll be 2nd down and 10. $20-0. B.B. Comer with the lead on the Sarah Automotive High School Game of the Week on WOIL TV 47. See if we go back to that running game. They've had great success with it. Kamari Harris, and the snap is fumbled and sacked all the way back at the 48-yard line. And Harvey recovers a fumble, but a good job defensively for the Ranburne Bulldogs. Zach Buchanan was all over Harvey, so it brings up 3rd down now and very, very long. So obvious passing situation here. Harvey looks to throw. Got time. He's going again for the home run ball to Harris, and it is caught by Harris. Great catch, over the shoulder catch at the 8-yard line. And penalty flags are down, and that may come back. They're going to bring it back. Legal participation for B.B. Comer, legal man downfield, so that'll bring that one back. So the Tigers will have a long, long way to go now. You're going to mark that thing back. Let's see where they'll spot it. At the 49-yard line in Tiger territory. So they've got to get to the 25 of the Bulldogs. It's 3rd down. Hard rush now, throwing down the sideline, and it is incomplete. Penalty flag is down, and let's see who they call the flag on. There's some pushing and shoving going on by both teams. Truett Ward on the coverage. It's going to be interference against Ranburne. It'll still bring up 3rd down and about 12 now after the penalty. So B.B. Comer airing it out. Here we go again. throwing across the middle. It is short, incomplete at the 12-yard line. Oh, they called that an interception? Oh, wow. I thought he short hopped that. Okay. All right, Ranburne with the turnover. So the Bulldogs will take over after B.B. Comer throws the interception. Now then says incomplete. I thought that was incomplete. Yeah, that defender kind of scooped that one. But the official indicated it was interception, and now they kind of talked among themselves and decided it wasn't an interception. So bring up 4th down. Maybe the first punt of the night for B.B. Comer. Now B.B. Comer wants to call a timeout. While we've got a minute, let me just mention some of our sponsors. Of course, this is Sarah Automotive High School Game of the Week. We appreciate folks, Don and folks over at Sarah. They've partnered with us for several years now in high school sports, and we're grateful to them for that. And they've got some, they're getting more and more inventory in now. You know, for a while it's tough getting used vehicles and new vehicles, but things picking up now over at Sarah Automotive, and getting more and more units on the ground out there. That's Sarah Automotive and Sarah Honda, Sarah Nissan, and Sarah Ford on Highway 280 here in Sylacauga. And Omnia, we appreciate the folks over at Omnia partnering with us, as well as Coosa Valley Medical Center, Community Funeral Home, Charles and Cadero Woods at Community Funeral Home, Sylacauga City Councilman District 3 Nate Boom Boom Brewer, Stop and Shop Auto Sales, Talladega County Sheriff Jimmy Kilgore, among others who make high school football possible on television. So after the timeout, B.B. Comer, doggone, look like they're going to go for it here. 4th down and about 13. Kind of surprised. Here's Harvey. Dumps it, and it is almost intercepted. And I'm telling you, that was a great defensive play by Zach Buchanan. And Zach smelled that out, and he was ready for it. So Ranburne takes over on downs, and they're in great field position at their 38-yard line, 37-yard line, 1st and 10. So it'll be the Bulldogs on the attack with 10:21 to go in the first half, trailing 20-0. They keep running. And B.B. Comer stacks it up inside. There's a tough tackle. And that's Kamari Harris putting the bonnet on Caleb Benefield. Got a yard, and that's all. 2nd and 9. Nice breeze continues to blow here at Legion Stadium. And we've been in here just a couple of weeks ago, and it's 90 degrees. Not that tonight. 2nd down and long for the Bulldogs. They loop it around to Benefield, and Benefield's got some room. Benefield near midfield for the 1st down for the Bulldogs. And on the tackle is Richard Weed. At times, Ranburne has run the football well. So 1st down out at midfield. Trailing 20-0. They need some points before halftime. So 1st down from midfield. Garrett, the quarterback. B.B. Comer 4-man front. And off it goes to Benefield, and Benefield loops around, and B.B. Comer with Kamari Harris the first to get there. slows him down, and Jay Gaddis is there. And he got about a yard. Second down and 9. Both bands will be performing at halftime. Of course, the award-winning marching sound of goal. 49-yard line, quarterback keeper. And riding him to the ground at the 45. That is Chris Wilson, along with Caden Brown and Jay Gaddis again. So Garrett got about 3, so it'll be 3rd down and 5 now from the 45-yard line. I'm sure Ranburne's in 2-down territory here. Very late getting the play in. Now then they spread receivers to the top of the screen for Garrett. B.B. Comer sacked him a couple of times, and good penetration by the Tigers, and they knocked the ball carrier down. And over there to make the tackle by Gaddis. But Harris, Chris Wilson pushed that offensive line back and kind of messed things up. So it's 4th down now, and it looks like that the Bulldogs are going to punt the football. So with 6:50 to go in the first half, B.B. Comer 20, Ranburne nothing. B.B. Comer late getting some players in. They make sure they got the amount of players they need. Good snap. And they're going to fake it. And uh-oh, that's going to be trouble for B.B. Comer. And they've got the first down inside the 35-yard line. Nice play by the Ranburne Bulldogs. Jacob Allwine with the reception. And the pass was by Logan Crook. So it's a first down for Ranburne. Shouldn't have been surprising. They did some razzle-dazzle on 4th down, trailing by 3 scores. So they got a first down at the Tiger 33-yard line now. Here's Garrett. He has Benefield back there with him. And they want to throw it now. Looking. He's being pressured from behind, and he is going to outrun the pressure to the 30-yard line. And trying to track him down was Chris Wilson. But Garrett a little bit quicker than what Wilson may have thought. Mark it at the 30-yard line. Pickup of about 5. We'll take a timeout. We've got the heat timeout right now, so we'll take one. We won't take one. We've got about 2 minutes now before we get back to play. Let me mention Talladega County Sheriff Jimmy Kilgore. Jimmy running for re-election in the midterm election for Sheriff of Talladega County coming up on November the 8th. Stop and Shop Auto Sales. Been in the automobile business of Collins family since the mid-40s. They're located on West 1st Street in Sylacauga. Full inventory of previously owned low mileage vehicles ready to hit the road for travel. That's Stop and Shop Auto Sales. B.B. Comer Alumni Association. What a fantastic job they do in making sure that all the athletes and all the sports at B.B. Comer are taken care of as far as equipment is concerned, as far as food is concerned, with traveling and stuff like that. They do a great job at B.B. Comer Alumni Association. District 3 Sylacauga City Councilman Nate Boom Boom Brewer. He is very active in his district, very supportive of our student athletes in our local schools here in Sylacauga. And Nate's one of the progressive councilmen here in town, and we're glad to have him aboard with us for high school football. Sylacauga City Councilman District 3, Nate Brewer. Second down for the Bulldogs. And they go back inside. And on the carry is Caleb Benefield. Making the tackle for B.B. Comer is Noah Wimmer. Wimmer's their kicker too, B.B. Comer. So 5.5 to go before halftime. B.B. Comer leads at 20-0. Third and 5, maybe? 3rd and 4. Here's Garrett again. And they go off right tackle. Benefield on the carry. And Kamori Harris with a stop. 4th down and 3. So they did the fake punt. And now then they've got it 4th and 3 at the 26-yard line. Garrett and Benefield in the backfield. And Ranburne calls a timeout. 4:42 remaining in the first half. Don't forget the B.B. Comer marching sound of go will be performing at halftime, as will the Ranburne Bulldog marching band. So we got that coming up in just a few minutes. And while we've got a second, let me remind you of all our coaches' corners that we do. Every Thursday, B.B. Comer head football coach and athletic director Adam Fawcett joins us about 6:15 every Thursday. And Coach Carter over at Sylacauga, he is on about 6:45 or so, Coach Rob Carter. And the Aggies having a tough time right now. They're 0-4 on the season. Then on Fridays, we have Coach John Limbaugh of the Fayetteville Wolves. He's the head football coach and athletic director there. And then at about 6:50, it's Coach Johnny Johnson of the Childersburg Tigers. So Coach's Corner segments every week here on WOIL TV 47. So after the timeout, Ranburne will have it 4th down and 3, trailing by a score of 20-0. And B.B. Comer's defense needs to make a stop here to keep Ranburne out of the end zone and kind of calm things down again. They want Ranburne to get points here late in the half. Here's that big fullback in there we talked to you about, number 79, Carson Hall. And they want to throw it. B.B. Comer's coming after the quarterback, and he's going to be tackled short of the first down. Wilson run him down. And B.B. Comer will take over on downs, leading by a score of 20-0. The athleticism of Chris Wilson, the junior, showed up there. And so B.B. Comer will take over at their own 26-yard line after turning Ranburne's drive away. The Tigers lead it 20-0. Kamori Harris lining up in the backfield with Harvey. First down and 10 from the 26. Here's Harris. Harris has got some room down the sideline. Harris strips a tackle all the way to the 45-yard line. Kamori Harris.
Harris picks up the Tiger first down.
Kamori Harris is a big guy, but when he turns his shoulders, he's got some speed. It'll be a first down for B.B. Comer at their 46-yard line. Harris checks out, and Rayleon Sims replaces him. Sims has got some good foot speed too. High snap, and falling forward with it is quarterback Harvey. Had a couple of bad snaps tonight for B.B. Comer. So it's at the 44-yard line, loss of 2.
Harvey loses 2 yards.
So here we go, second down and 12 for B.B. Comer. quarterback keeper. And nothing happening. Well, he got all on his own to the 49-yard line. Is run by Harvey, but didn't have any room over there. He just made it himself. So third down now and about 7. 3:25 to go in the first half. You know, B.B. Coleman would love to get a touchdown on the board to keep the Bulldogs quiet. So here we go, third down and about 8 now. Harvey with a little pitch and reversing his field. And let's see if he can't get anything. Look at him, he's still running, and he loses his balance back to the 35-yard line. And that's Richard Weed. We told you Weed was very flighty, and he can make a lot of people miss, but he just didn't have enough help on that one. So that'll bring up fourth down for B.B. Comer at their 35-yard line. And give Ranburne credit, they stayed at home. They weren't fooled by the play and did a good job of knocking the ball carrier down. Kalen Smith back deep now for Ranburne. He'll stand at his 32-yard line as Chris Wilson will punt for the Tigers. Approaching 2 minutes to go in the half. B.B. Comer 20, Ranburne nothing. And B.B. Comer wants to call a timeout. And Coach Fawcett talking to his team. Again, thanks to all of you for joining us for high school football tonight. Let me just mention this. Our sister station, WOTM Television, they are doing 7 games statewide tonight. Maybe it's 6 games. They did one last night, Sylacauga and Valley. But they're doing 6 games tonight. So it's a very busy time of the year for our stations here in town, and people wonder what we do. Well, we do a lot of this. A lot of high school coverage, and we are the sole playoff provider, championship provider for the Alabama High School Athletic Association for football and basketball and baseball and soccer and all that kind of stuff. Bowling, yeah, that too. So we become a punt. Here's Chris Wilson. Wilson going to be tackled. I don't know whose idea that was, but it didn't work. 26-yard line, and that turns it right back over to Ranburne. And boy, you sure didn't want that to happen. And a mental breakdown there. Somebody messed up on that for sure. So Ranburne with new life at the 28-yard line, trailing 20-0. Whistles blow. Delay against B.B. Comer. We have a miscommunication here. Had too many people on the field. Had 12 players on the field. Coach Fawcett is not happy. 23-yard line now. B.B. Comer making some mental mistakes here late in the first half. Here's Garrett. Ready to take the snap. Garrett rides it to Benefield. Benefield's got a couple of yards. On the stop for B.B. Comer, Zach Carpenter. So second down and 4 for B.B. Comer. 90 seconds to go in the half. B.B. Comer wanting to keep Ranburne out of the end zone. Here's the Bulldogs to the line of scrimmage. And Garrett will shift 2 receivers to the near side. And he's going to leave it with a handoff. They had the blocking backs over here to get him inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. But nice tackle. Again, we've called his name quite a number of times. That's Jay Gaddis, a senior. So it'll bring up 4th down and 2.
Brings up 3rd down, 2 yards to gain for Raymond.
Seth Pettit checks into the game for B.B. Coleman on 4th down and 2. And here's Ranburne looking to throw it. And they flip it out of the backfield, got a man wide open. They're going to do a little razzle-dazzle, but he gets the 1st down. That's just a great run by Caleb Benefield. Looked like they were going to do a double pass off of that, but Benefield pulled it down, and he gets the 1st down inside the 15-yard line to the 13. Now we're running shorter time, 25 seconds, the clock is running. Now Ranburne wants to call a timeout, and
Raymond will take a timeout.
Coach Bailey says, hey, to the officials, look, you need to put some more time on the clock. And Coach Fawcett wants to get his defense over here and get things settled down just a little bit. Chris Garrett going to come back in the game for the Tigers. We mentioned Coach Fawcett got an injured foot and strained some ligaments in his foot a couple of weeks ago. And it's been giving him some problems, maybe longer than that. During one of the practice sessions, he got kind of banged up a little bit. And so he is in that boot and trying to hopefully forego surgery on his leg.
Don't forget tonight, directly following the game, all students are invited to Silicaca's First Assembly across the road.
So let's see what happens here after the timeout with Ranburne at the Tiger 13-yard line, and it would really be a shot in the arm for the Bulldogs if they could get some points on the board here after being shut out most of the half. So let's see what happens with junior quarterback Cade Garrett looking at a 4-man front for B.B. Coleman. Garrett looking to throw, rolling right, looking, squaring, throwing into the end zone. It is incomplete. He threw behind the intended receiver, Truett Ward, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Good coverage by B.B. Coleman, but not a real good pass in. 11 seconds to go, and they're going to have to go in the end zone pretty quick. Might get a couple of plays off, but that'll be about it. Don't forget our halftime show brought to you by Marble City Pharmacy and West Fort Williams in Silicaca. They're remodeling over there, and they'll be in that newly remodeled building and even have a drive-through for you. All of that. Jacob and Jerry and all the folks at Marble City Pharmacy. So let's do a 2nd down here. And ball spotted at about the 13-yard line. And the clock is messed up again. We've had some problems with that tonight for sure. 11 seconds, 11.1 seconds, unless I guess they reset it and gave them 7 more seconds, I guess. That was coaching staff, Stephen Bailey got that. Officials and B.B. Coleman are doing a good job, and that's Kamari Harris swallowing up the ball carrier Caleb Benefield. And Ranburne penalty flag is down now, and let's see what this is. This is not going to be good. Unsportsmanlike conduct against B.B. Coleman. Oh, wow. That is just an unforced error of B.B. Coleman, a mental mistake. And Coach Fawcett is beside himself on the sideline. That's going to give Ranburne a 1st down. And you can see Coach Fawcett right there with his hands on his hip and his neck is red. That means he's not happy. So they'll mark it off, and think about it now. B.B. Coleman would have had them 3rd down and long, and now then it's going to be a 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. 13.4 seconds remaining in the first half. So we've got a timeout, and Coach Fawcett wants to talk to the official. And let's follow it out there and let's see, because the referee said there's too much talking going on. And something was said that got the official's attention, and he threw the flag. And he is letting Coach Fawcett know what was said and who said it. And Coach Fawcett seems to, with a nod of the head, seemed to understand what the call was. And so he comes back to his sideline, and he is fuming. So after the unsportsmanlike conduct against B.B. Comer, it'll be 1st and goal for Ranburne at the Tiger 8-yard line. B.B. Comer's been in control almost the whole game. But here's Ranburne now knocking on the Tiger door, headed north with a 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. Garrett looking to throw, throwing in the corner of the end zone, and it is almost intercepted. Great defensive play. Oh, wow. Getting up was Devin Harvey to almost intercept that one-handed. So that'll bring up 2nd down now. But I guess the way they marked it off, he didn't get a 1st down. Unsportsmanlike conduct. I thought it would, but nope. They're at the 8-yard line. They got to get to the 4, apparently, with the 1st down. Here's Garrett again. Bobbles it. B.B. Comer's after him. They throw it, and it's incomplete. Good pressure once again. There he is, Chris Wilson, number 51, along with Jay Gaddis. We called his name a ton of times in the first half. So that'll bring up 3rd down now with 3.5 seconds to go in the first half. And Ranburne calls a timeout. And we'll hold it here until halftime. Omnia, one of our great marble quarries here in Sylacauga. I'm telling you, we ship marble all over the world from Sylacauga, Alabama. And Omnia is a present source of marble and employs a lot of people. And so we appreciate them partnering with us tonight on high school football. And Coosa Valley Medical Center, the largest employer in our city. And so many services that Coosa Valley Medical Center offers, from the emergency room to surgery to maternity care and all that kind of stuff. And the state-of-the-art facilities at Coosa Valley Medical Center. Why go anywhere else? You're in this local area. It's got to be Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. So after the Ranburne timeout, this is probably going to be the final play of the half. So Ranburne is going to have to get in the end zone. We'll see what the play is after the timeout. B.B. Comer's been able to put a lot of pressure on the quarterback Garrett last couple of throws. I don't know, but they've got B.B. Comer in possession now. I don't know how I missed all of that. End of the half, and B.B. Comer leads Ranburne by a score of 20-0. I don't know how that happened, but B.B. Comer 20 and Ranburne nothing. I don't know if the down marker was not right or what, but B.B. Comer takes over after that. I don't know, they gave him an interception for all I know. But Ranburne down by a score of 20-0. We've got the marching sound of goal coming up. We'll take a break and come back with a halftime show brought to you by Marble City Pharmacy right after this.
Since 1848, First Bank of Alabama has been dedicated to our customers and excellence in all areas. With constant improvements to our facilities, to adding new products and services to better serve you, our team is fully engaged in all the communities we serve. First Bank of Alabama knows that time is money, so we offer hometown services with advanced technology that allows you to bank on your own schedule. We want to be your community bank, so stop by. Come see us at First Bank of Alabama, where you're always first.
The Ranburne High School Marching Band from over in East Alabama with their rain jackets on because it's starting to drizzle a little bit at the stadium now. You see it falling from the sky, and we've gotten through most of the first half before the rain came, but now you see the umbrellas going up, and Ranburne High School Marching Band about to perform. B.B. Comer leads it by a score of 20-0, and obviously I missed a play right at the end of the half, a down at the end of the half, because I had it third down, and so Ranburne is turned away by B.B. Comer after B.B. Comer hurt themselves with some really some mental mistakes. And let's go down to the field now for the Ranburne Bulldog High School Marching Band performing at Legion Stadium.
Majors, Natalie Farmer and Cindy Weathers. Is your band ready? You may take the field.
AMIA Inc. is a leading global producer of calcium carbonate and a worldwide distributor of specialty chemicals. AMIA has an unwavering commitment to quality and total customer satisfaction through leadership in manufacturing technology, product innovation, application expertise, incomparable service, and an exceptional understanding of our customers' needs. AMIA takes pride in continuous direct customer communications to understand their changing needs for new product development and logistical support. AMIA Inc. is pleased to have been a part of the Sylacauga and surrounding communities since 1992.
Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our knowledgeable pharmacists are always available for questions about your medications or advice on taking over-the-counter products and supplements. Our friendly staff can assist you in choosing from our full lines of compression hose and medical equipment. And don't forget our gift department. We have a great selection of unique gifts for every occasion. Stop by and see us today. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
Drum Major Jalen Robinson, is your band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the marching sound of gold.
Are you ready for some football? Then WOTM is the place for you. On Thursday nights at 7 p.m., veteran broadcaster Mickey Shadrick and former high school state champion and collegiate national champion Coach Rick Rhodes bring you live coverage of the AHSAA TV Network Game of the Week, presented by AmFirst. Friday nights at 7 p.m., it's the TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Sunny King 4. And the action continues Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. with an encore presentation. Drummond's Company, Friday Night Rivals Game of the Week, right here on WOTM.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Sylacauga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room to surgery to cancer treatment to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
Are you ready for some football? Then WOTM is the place for you. On Thursday nights at 7 p.m., veteran broadcaster Mickey Shadrick and former high school state champion and collegiate national champion Coach Rick Rhodes bring you live coverage of the AHSAA TV Network Game of the Week, presented by AmFirst. Friday nights at 7 p.m., it's the TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Sunny King 4. And the action continues Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. with an encore presentation. Drummond's Company, Friday Night Rivals Game of the Week, right here on WOTM.
Halftime show tonight brought to you by Marble City Pharmacy. Great job by both bands from Ranburne and the B.B. Comer Tiger High School marching sound of go. You see the Tigers back out on the field. Coach Fawcett getting some last-minute instructions to his team. 3 big touchdown runs by B.B. Comer was the difference in the first half. We started off with a 65-yard touchdown run by Garrett. And then Harvey with an 80-yard touchdown run, and Weed with a 44-yard touchdown run. It's 20-0. And Ranburne finally got something going late in the half. A lot of that due to B.B. Comer mistakes, mental mistakes, penalties. And but B.B. Comer turned them away, and they lead it 20-0 as we go to the third quarter. Ranburne will get a first look on offense in the third quarter. Line drive kick taken on the fly at the 12-yard line. And hemmed in at the 30 and spun down at the 32-yard line, 33-yard line. Is the kickoff return man, that's Logan Crook. So B.B. Comer down defensively with Michael Kirksey, the sophomore, helping out on the tackle. So it'll be first down. Chris Garrett down there too. So it'll be first down for Ranburne, trailing 20-0. See the light shining on the water on the field as it's artificial turf, but it can show you the water. We've had a pretty good shower come through, and it's gone now. First down and 10, Ranburne from the 33-yard line. They go back to running the football. B.B. Comer a much better job. Benefield on the carry. Adam Odom with the tackle for B.B. Comer. James Carmichael too there. So it'll be second down. And got a yard, so second down and 9. B.B. Comer leads at 20-0. This is a region matchup between these two teams. Region 4 in 2A. So second down and 9. They usually run to that side where they shift their 2 backs and they go there again. And B.B. Comer, a good job. Komori Harris jams it up and knocks down the ball carrier, Caleb Benefield. B.B. Comer watching those 2 a running back and an end that shifts, and they always seem to run to that side. B.B. Comer adjusted nicely then. So it'll be a third down and 8. B.B. Comer 20, Ranburne nothing early in the third quarter. Sarah Automotive High School Game of the Week on WOIL TV 47. Local cable on Spectrum Cable, Channel 10. Quarterback keeps, and he's got some running room. He's got the first down over the 45 to the 47-yard line.
Harris makes a good run around the right end, picks up first down.
He's spotted at the 46-yard line. Nice play fake by Garrett, and he kept it for the first down. Now, Ranburne has been able to run the football at times pretty well, but nothing to show for it. At the 46-yard line, 1st and 10. This is Benefield. Benefield is hit and falls forward to the 49-yard line. In the grasp of Adam Odom.
Benefield picks up 3 yards.
2nd and 7. Clock moving along at 9:30 in the third quarter. 2nd down for the Bulldogs from Ranburne High School. High snap. Now they want to throw it, batted down at the line of scrimmage. Big 65 for B.B. Comer. Zach Carpenter got his paws up there and swatted it away. Got 3rd down and 7. B.B. Comer's got a pretty physical defensive front. They're tall and wide and long. Possession down for the Bulldogs. Quarterback keeper. He's got running room and more. 1 tackle away from a touchdown. Saving tackle was Devin Harvey, or Garrett would have been gone. 1st down and 10 for the Bulldogs at the Tiger 41-yard line. So the drive continues. Garrett's done a good job in his play fakes. At the Tiger 41-yard line, 1st down. Garrett rolling the throw, flicks it out of the backfield, is caught, but B.B. Comer in good shape. Good job defensively out there is Jay Gaddis. Kamori Harris over there too, but it was Jay Gaddis that really made the big play. Not much at all there. 2nd down and still 10. 8.5 to go. So Ranburne's had it almost 4 minutes here in the third quarter, but still no points on the board. At the B.B. Comer 41-yard line. 2nd down and 10. Cade Garrett, the junior. He'll take the snap, and he's going to keep it himself. He circles right in, and B.B. Comer's over there again, and there he is. Jay Gaddis again. And helping out is Brandon Blankenship, along with Noah Wimmer. So 3rd down and 9. Possible passing down here for B.B. Comer, or for Ranburne against this Tiger defense. Been pretty salty at times. Had 3 or 4 sacks and done pretty well. 3rd and long. Here's Garrett rolling away, looking. He's going to pull it down and run it, and he's run down again. What great speed with Chris Wilson. Wilson just makes up so much ground. And then bring up 4th down. Chris has done a good job tonight. So 4th down and 6. And you expect Ranburne to go for it here. At the Tiger 33-yard line. And you're down 3 scores. You got to get some points on the board here. So it'll be 4th down and 6. See if the Tigers come with pressure here. Garrett is being pressured, and he's going to be hit as he threw the football. Incomplete. Great job by B.B. Comer again. And, you know, 2 guys that have played so well defensively. 51 for B.B. Comer is Wilson. Adam Odom, who's made some plays too. So it'll be a first down for B.B. Comer now as they take over on downs with 6:39 to go in the third quarter. B.B. Comer 20 and Ranburne nothing. B.B. Comer's had quick strike touchdowns, long yardage for touchdowns. Here's Harvey. Looks to throw it. Fires caught. That's the guy they like to get it to. He's breaking tackles across midfield and out of bounds. Goes Richard Weed, the sophomore.
Another Tiger first down.
And penalty flag is down, and that may come back too. Maybe holding against B.B. Comer.
Benefield runs him out of bounds.
Or maybe a face mask. Yeah, looks like a face mask against Ranburne. Got to be 15 yards against the Bulldogs. So they're spotted at the 44-yard line. That's going to put it in Bulldog territory.
Ranburne will be penalized for face mask.
So B.B. Comer gets a break with the penalty on the Bulldogs for a face mask violation. And let's see where they set the football at the 47-yard line. Nope, they're going to mark it from the 47. And they'll mark it to the 43-yard line. So we'll move the chains. It'll be a first down for B.B. Comer. In control of this game with half the third quarter done. They're leading 20-0. Not a whole lot of running room for Waylon Sims, who didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. Or maybe he did, and he'll give his forward progress back to the line of scrimmage. So second down and 10. Ranburne with a lot of fight in them. They're big along that defensive front. We mentioned 79 Carson Hall, 6'4", 275-pound senior. He's a good player. Second down and 10. B.B. Comer wants to throw it. Throw it out in the flat, caught. 35-30, 25-yard line. Nice throw and catch. With the reception is Adam Odom. Off the throw from Devin Harvey.
Williamson forces him out of bounds, but will have a penalty flag on the flag. B.B. Comer will be penalized for false start.
You bring that one back. 5-yard mark off against the Tigers. And when you think you've got it going pretty good, you make a mental mistake. Take the first down off the board. B.B. Comer's been in control since the first offensive play of the night. As Chris Garrett runs 65 yards for a touchdown. So first down and second down and 15. Quarterback keeper. And breaking all the way across the 40 to the 38-yard line is Devin Harvey.
Sands goes up the middle. Tackled by Smith.
Harvey is a junior quarterback, and you know this B.B. Comer Tiger football team is kind of young this year too. We got some of the big linemen are seniors, but they got a lot of skilled people going to be back next year. Not much there to the 35-yard line. And on the carry for B.B. Comer's Waylon Sims, and Sims is a sophomore. So fourth down and about 3 now. The Tigers in a position of where they're going to go for this from just outside the 35-yard line. Quarterback keeper, first down and more, headed to the end zone, tackled from behind at about the 15-yard line is quarterback Devin Harvey. And a saving touchdown tackle, Logan Crook. Heat timeout right here as B.B. Comer leads it 20-0 on the march again on the Sarah Automotive High School game of the week. And don't forget the big post-Labor Day sale going on at Sarah Automotive. And they can put you in a vehicle and you'll be ready to ride, whether it's a Nissan or a Honda or a Ford. It's Sarah Automotive on Highway 280 in Sylacauga. And we appreciate Don and folks over there partnering with us to bring you high school football. Donahue Physical Therapy, we've told you about them several times tonight. And, yeah, they do a great job with physical therapy from the youngest to the oldest. That's Donahue Physical Therapy on Fort Williams in Sylacauga. State Representative District 33, Ben Robbins, who's running for re-election in the November midterm election. Ben's done a fantastic job at the State House for portions of Clay, Coosa, and Talladega County. That's State Representative Ben Robbins. Omnia Marble here in Sylacauga, and we appreciate them for all they do in support of our community. Coosa Valley Medical Center, hey, they're top notch right here in Sylacauga, Alabama. First down and 10 for B.B. Comer. They go off to the big running back, and he hadn't done a whole lot tonight, Kamari Harris, but when he squares his shoulders and gets a little lane, he can cause some real damage, and he runs it inside the 10-yard line. At about the 8-yard line now. So it'll be second down and about 4. Kamari Harris, a fine junior running back. He's going to get it again. And Harris bulls his way inside the 5. And the penalty flag is down. You can see that coming on the far sideline. And B.B. Comer, and that may be against B.B. Comer right there. And they're looking at Zach Carpenter. I don't know if Zach was involved in that over there, and I don't know if it's who is going to go against. But Zach had his hands on his hip, kind of despondent about it. Here we go. Personal foul against B.B. Comer. Personal foul against. So it's offsetting penalties. Ranburne hit with a personal foul as well. So we'll just redo that play. Rayleon Sims checking in for B.B. Comer. 3:19 to go in the third quarter. B.B. Comer 20, Ranburne nothing. So it'll be second down and about 5. And a different look at quarterback, and that is Chris Garrett, and Garrett's got the touchdown. Garrett off left end. And Chris Garrett, he's a senior, and he's a good football player. So he runs it in for the Tiger score, and it is 26-0 now. B.B. Comer with an impressive drive after turning away Ranburne on fourth down. So we get the point after with Wimmer. He missed one a little bit earlier, and let's see how he does with this one. He's had some problems getting any lift on his kicks. And again, it's a low kick, but I think that one got through there. Nope. He just went under the crossbar. And again, his kicks are low. And so the point after is no good. It's 26-0. I don't know if Noah's having some problems with his follow through or what that is, but he's been consistently low with his kicks. So 26-0. B.B. Comer with a commanding lead, 3:03 to go in the third quarter. Next week, B.B. Comer is on the road to Vincent to take on the Yellow Jackets. Vincent, a winner last night over Fayetteville handily. And I talked with Coach Limbaugh of Fayetteville about Vincent this morning. Their quarterback threw for 5 touchdown passes last week, 5 of them. And if I'm not mistaken, his father is a senior pastor over there at the Assembly of God in Vincent. So threw 5 touchdowns, had 7 of 8 for 5 touchdowns in that win over Fayetteville. But they're a good football team. They're undefeated, unbeaten in the region, so it should be a good matchup, B.B. Comer and Vincent next week. B.B. Comer leads this one 23-0 with a little over 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Wimmer ready to kick off. Some of the fans went on to the house with the little rain we had as a squib kick is touched and picked up back at the 3-yard line. That is Benefield, and Benefield circling and still on his feet to the 15-yard line. He made something out of nothing then. Benefield did a good job of getting it out as far as he did to the 15-yard line. So Ranburne back in action there, trailing 23-0 with 2:49 to go in the third quarter. B.B. Comer's defensively, they've shut the Bulldogs out so far. You're the Bulldogs. They're going to have to sooner or later start airing it out a little bit more. Haven't had a whole lot of success with that, especially down the field. Quarterback keeps it off right in. And that is Garrett. Garrett crosses the 20-yard line. Be second down now with the clock moving at 2.5 in the third quarter. At the 22-yard line. Nice gain of about 7 yards by Garrett. He's a junior, 5'8", 157 pounds. He and Benefield have done the bulk of the running tonight for the Bulldogs. Now he gives it to Benefield, and Benefield's got the first down and more. Across the 30, 35, 38-yard line goes Benefield. And here to make the tackle is James Carmichael. It'll be a first down for the Bulldogs. Up at the 39-yard line. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Garrett keeps it himself. Garrett across the 45 to the 48-yard line. And that's Carmichael again helping with the tackle. They're getting in deep in the Tiger defensive backfield. And some good blocking by the offensive line for the Bulldogs. And they got a second down and 2. With the clock running at near a minute now in the third quarter. Garrett a long count. Back it goes to Benefield. Benefield's got the first down across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Benefield picks up another first down for the Bulldogs.
It's a nice drive by the Bulldogs. Started at 15. And they're to B.B. Comer 49-yard line as we move very late in the third quarter. B.B. Comer 26-0 over Ranburne. Here's Garrett. Looking to throw, being pressured, gets away from pressure, rolls back this way. He's got some running room. 45-40, pushed out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Pushed out of bounds by Sims, but it'll be a first down for the Bulldogs. And that was a nice play by Garrett. B.B. Comer got some pressure on him, but he spun away from the pressure. And I think it was Carpenter who was trying to get to him. But it'll be a first down for the Bulldogs from the 36-yard line. Ranburne on the move. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs at the Tiger 36-yard line. And back we go, big hole inside. Third quarter comes to a close with B.B. Comer leading the Ranburne Bulldogs by a score of 26-0. Back to Legion Stadium with the fourth quarter on the WOIL TV 47 Sarah Automotive High School Game of the Week right after this.
It's the end of summer payment vacation, happening now at Tony Serra Ford in Sylacauga. Summer may be coming to an end, but your payments can still take a vacation. Make no payments until the end of the year and get 1.9% APR financing during the end of summer payment vacation sales event, happening now online at TonySerraFord.com and at Tony Serra Ford in Sylacauga on Highway 280 in Sylacauga. With dealer preferred lender, credit approval may require money down. 1.9% for 60 months at $1,748 per 1,000 finance, regardless of down payment. Visit dealer for details.
26-0, B.B. Comer in command over Ranburne, and one touchdown in the third quarter, and B.B. Comer continues to show their athleticism. But give it to Ranburne. They've stayed with their knitting, got a nice drive here running Shaddix and trading 26-0. They just need some good something good to happen for them in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they do, and Comer scoring right there close to the end of the third quarter with the one score, and Ranburne just needing to get something to go down 26-0 here, start of the fourth quarter. Driving here inside the 35.
Garrett and Benefield really who has been tonight, and here's Garrett off left end, and this time he's cut down in pretty good shape.
Yeah, number 19 Noah Wimmer, first one there on the stop after a couple yard gain to bring up third down.
So you don't want to look too far ahead, but next week looming over in Shelby County is the unbeaten Vincent Yellow Jackets, unbeaten in the region too, and so that'll be a big showdown next week over there.
Yeah, well, like you said, never want to look ahead, but up 26-0 here, and that big game at Vincent coming up, so that'll be a big game for the Comer Tigers.
The official stop play here, and I want to talk things over just a minute. Sideline warning against B.B. Comer, and Coach Fawcett, he hadn't been real happy all night. He's had some problems with a couple of things with his team, that some lack of discipline late in the first half, and unsportsmanlike conduct calls, and he just not been real happy about it. Maybe it's his foot that's bothered him. That's what it is, right? But we talked about earlier, this is a young football team for B.B. Comer. They don't have a whole lot of seniors, and they got a lot of underclassmen that's playing now and will be coming back next year.
Yeah, just a couple senior startings, looking like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just 6 seniors on the whole team as B.B. Comer comes in and makes a big sack, number 56, Brandon Blankenship, busting through the line to get that sack for B.B. Comer.
Adam Odom, a guy that's really played well here tonight for B.B. Comer. He was in on the tackle too.
Yeah, going to bring up fourth down and about 8 for Ranburne.
It's a no-brainer now, ain't it?
That's it. Down 26-0. Really have no choice to go for it here inside the Comer 35.
They haven't had a whole lot of success in throwing the football, but it looks like they may have to do it here. A little play action here, and B.B. Comer with a sack.
Yeah, not having anything with it. Number 51, Chris Wilson, and 14, Jai Gaddis. Right there staying at home to make the stop, and Comer taking over on downs.
Those two guys, Gaddis and Wilson, they have made a ton of tackles tonight.
Don't forget, immediately after game,
this Richard Weed with a touchdown earlier in the game. He's seeing some more action. He's a sophomore, and a lot of sophomores and juniors playing some positive playing time for B.B. Comer. So it'll be first down for the Tigers at their 39-yard line. run all the way with the quarterback, and he is across the 44-yard line. And Chris Garrett, he scored a touchdown a few minutes ago, and here's a young man. He's a senior, but he could be a starting quarterback on a lot of teams.
Yes, it could. A quick guy, and just busted right up the middle there for a gain of 5 before Caleb Pollard was able to bring him down.
So 2nd down and 5. B.B. Comer doing exactly what they want to do, eat clock and run the football. Same play. Off the right side. Slipping tackles. Still running. There he goes. 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown for Chris Garrett.
Yeah, great job there by that offensive line on the right-hand side, just making another big hole for Chris Garrett to run through and taking it to the house.
There's a couple of touchdowns here in the second half for Garrett. And B.B. Comer up now 32-0. B.B. Comer scored, 6 seconds into the football game?
Yeah, right there. Their very first play of the ball game. They get it and score. Ranburne keeps the ball for 8 minutes there. Wasn't able to put anything on the board, and then one more play right after that, Comer scores again. So Comer had the ball like 25 seconds in the first quarter, putting up 2 touchdowns.
The extra point attempt is up with this time it was Chris Wilson with it. He missed it too, but he did get it up high. We had trouble with Wimmer, and Wimmer, Noah Wimmer, he's gone to camps and he had much improved, but he's kicking it low for some reason or another. And, but B.B. Comer up 32-0 as we move on into the fourth quarter, 9:37 to go. And I'm sure that B.B. Comer will be playing a lot of their even younger guys from here on out.
Yeah, it's always good to be able to get your young guys in. If not just to get some playing time, a little experience just in case somebody goes down. So look for some of the younger guys to get in here with 9 minutes, 37 seconds left to go in the ball game.
Ranburne, meantime, been unable to dent the scoreboard tonight. They've had a couple of opportunities, but B.B. Comer shut the door on them when needed.
Yeah, that stout defense Comer's been playing with tonight. Like you said earlier, Chris Wilson and Gaddis, having a big night tonight on defense and been able to shut Ranburne out so far.
We'll probably get another heat timeout midway here in the fourth quarter. But it's been a very pleasant night. Had a little shower right before halftime, but other than that, it's been really, really good. Squib kick, it's going to roll out of bounds, and so Ranburne will have it at the 35-yard line.
Number 2 goes out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Coach Fawcett. Coach Fawcett, he just, tonight has been one of those nights where he just seems to not be happy with a whole lot of stuff. So at the 35-yard line, Ranburne will take over on after the kickoff. Let's see if they change quarterbacks. I don't think they will, but they might. It's going to be Cade Garrett still in there. He's done pretty good tonight. He's run the ball very well. Running back in there, that is Logan Crook. He got 6 yards, or excuse me, a yard on the carry.
Yeah, good. A good stop there by the defensive line, who has been playing exceptionally good tonight.
B.B. Comer with, we mentioned Jay Gaddis. Jay's a senior, but he's been very, very active tonight from that defensive end slot. And he's made a lot of tackles. Very fast, moves well laterally. So 2nd down and 9. Want to throw it, squaring his shoulder, got a man wide open, caught. And this is all the way deep in Tiger territory at the 26-yard line. The reception by Truett Ward. I don't think B.B. Comer even saw him.
Yeah, no, he got behind the secondary there and was wide open, and a good throw there by Garrett. And a big play before Jesse Graham was able to make the stop.
And if he hadn't made the stop, it'd have been a touchdown for sure, all the way to the Tiger 23-yard line. So B.B. Comer, their defense is stingy. They don't want to give up any points here. But hand it to Ranburne. They're staying in there, slugging away. Garrett inside handoff, tripped up near the line of scrimmage is the running back Logan Crook.
Yeah, Seth Pettit there to make the stop after about a yard gain. Again, B.B. Comer defense stepping up, saying you might throw it, but you ain't gonna run it.
Yeah. Second down and long. B.B. Comer 32 and Ranburne nothing. B.B. Comer went deep into the playoffs, I think the third round last year of the playoffs in 2A. And a lot of people expect him to go back this year. A little high handoff, but some running room inside the 10-yard line. And, man, he was clobbered, but a nice run by the Ranburne halfback, and he's down on the field.
That's Lyrique Raines, and I want to say that was number 4, James Carmichael, that come up and made the hit on Raines.
Put the hammer on him, didn't he?
Sure did.
B.B. Comer went deep in the playoffs last year, expected the preseason ranked number 6 in 2A. And they lost to Dadeville, which is, no disgrace. Dadeville's got a good football program. So they're back now to number 9 in 2A. And they'll move up some, I'm sure, this week as we get to the midway point of the season. Wow, crazy. Next week, be game 5. Quarterback keep. Cut down at the 6-yard line is Garrett.
Yeah, after a couple-yard gain, again, Noah Wimmer comes up to make the stop.
Under 7 minutes to go in the football game. B.B. Comer 32 and Ranburne nothing. Ranburne trying to get on the board for the first time tonight at the Tiger 6-yard line. Cade Garrett's gone all the way at quarterback. He keeps it on a busted play.
Like you said, a busted play, and number 6 comes in. Adam Odom is going to tackle quarterback for a loss.
We called Odom's name a lot tonight too.
Takes it back outside the 10-yard line to the 11.
So that will make it third down now. Garrett keeps it himself. Garrett's headed to the end zone with a touchdown. Nice run by Cade Garrett.
Yeah, nice fake there by Garrett to Crook. And there's a good hole there that the left side of the line made and was able to take it in for the first touchdown for Ranburne tonight.
Garrett is a workhorse. I mean, he has done very, very well tonight. And you can see the coaching staff kind of grab him up and give him a big hug. That is Stephen Bailey, the head guy at Ranburne. And so nice drive by the Bulldogs.
Yes, it was. They had the big play where the receiver got behind the secondary, had the big long pass and was able to take it down. And as Briley Cash comes in, penalty marker down, but the kick is good. We'll see what the flag is. Probably roughing the kicker.
We've had a few personal fouls and roughing the passer and roughing the kicker, and mainly they've been against B.B. Comer too.
Yeah, going to give Coach Fawcett something else to be upset about, and some of them teaching moments through the week, because got with Vincent looming next week undefeated, a good ball club, so got to clean those mistakes up, those penalties up against a good football team.
Yeah, those kind of things will get you the latter part of the season.
Yes, they will.
B.B. Comer 32 and Ranburne 6. 32-20. think it's 32-6, so we've had some problems with the scoreboard tonight. It's not you running that, is it?
That's not me.
Okay. 32-7 with a point after tacked on, and then we got the penalty against B.B. Comer. It'll be assessed on the kickoff.
Yeah, most likely you'll see an onside kick here. So,
what percentage of onside kicks normally work?
I'm not sure, but as Comer is expecting it, they got their hands guys up there, nobody deep. As of yet, may put one guy back there just in case. I know, you know, just watching Ranburne, they do that little pooch kick, so.
Riley Cash to kick off. So B.B. Comer can handle what is expected to be an onside kick. And it's not. Taking it at the 8-yard line. And here he goes. You better watch this guy. He's got speed to burn. He's headed to the house.
Yeah, I do see a penalty marker back here. Don't know who that's on, but James Carmichael. And I believe it is going to come back on B.B. Comer. I've seen him motion over to Coach Fawcett. Maybe a block in the back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Going to negate that 92-yard kickoff return.
Richard Weed. And we talked about Weed, how fast he is, and B.B. Comer again with a bad mistake. And you know, a lot of times when you're making mistakes like this, it's so unnecessary. It didn't have anything to do really, because he was going to score.
Yeah, he was going to score, and it was well behind the play. You know, some of those just, you know, you want to get that head in, but, you know, nevertheless, it's like you said, it's, you know, going to negate a 92-yard kickoff return, and Comer will be backed up inside their 10.
Got to protect the football here.
Inside the, well, they'll be at the 9, so.
B.B. Comer has shown that they can break a big play. And let's see, they've got Garrett in at quarterback. First down and 10. Garrett going to keep it himself. He dances across the 15-yard line. A 6-yard gain.
Yeah, good hard running there by Garrett before being stopped by Caleb Pollard for Ranburne, but not after he picks up 7.
I'd put it back in Weed's hand. Let him run again. You know, Weed's one of those young kids. He's just a sophomore, too. He and Sims both. And Kamori Harris is a junior. Second down and 4. Garrett keeps it again. Garrett is hit and pushed back a little bit and then falls forward short of the 20-yard line.
Yeah, tripped up by number 7, Rhett Williamson, prior to getting to the first down, so it's going to bring up, you know, 3rd and short for the Comer Tigers.
4:20 to go in the football game. B.B. Comer in command, 32-7. Ranburne has shown some fight here in the fourth quarter, especially. Again, Garrett with the carry. Garrett first down, 30-yard line goes quarterback Chris Garrett.
Yeah, good run, another good run off the left end there. Again, number 7, Rhett Williamson, along with Truett Ward, making a stop.
B.B. Comer going to improve to 3-1 on the season. And get set for a showdown with Vincent just across the Coosa River next week. High snap, and it's bobbled, and here we go. B.B. Comer fortunate to fall on it. And that was a disaster from the start.
Yeah, it was a little high snout there, and Garrett not able to sort of handle it, and but was able to fall back on it. So,
you know, talk about Vincent. They have been down for several years. Got better last year, and they've really gotten better this year. And I think I'm right on this. The senior pastor over at the Vincent Assembly of God, his son is a quarterback for Vincent. He threw for 5 touchdown passes against Fayetteville.
Wow.
7 of 8 with 5 touchdown throws. It's Garrett pushing the pile forward.
Yeah, host of Ranburne. Ranburne saying they fumbled, and it
they
is.
did.
We're fumbled and recovered by number 1, Kaylin Smith.
So another mistake by B.B. Comer.
Yeah, Comer just trying to run, you know, just letting the quarterback run it up, just trying to kill the clock, run a timeout, and unfortunately fumbled there, and Ranburne going to have it at the 30.
So the Bulldogs, no quit in them, that's for sure. They'll have it first down and 10 from the B.B. Comer 30-yard line. Saw Garrett with a touchdown run a minute ago. They got a different quarterback in there now. That is Brody Horner, number 9. And Horner is freshman. 5'5", 120 pounds. Throwing it in the fire.
Yep.
So B.B. Comer will move to 3-1, and Ranburne will even up their record at 2-2. And the Tigers remain unbeaten, which is so important in the region.
Yeah, that region, you know, and especially getting those early wins in your region sort of, you know,
kind of sets the tone a little bit for you.
Sets the tone that, you know, them region wins, especially, you know, early on, are very important.
So here we go, first down and 10 with a freshman quarterback, Brody Horner, taking the snap. Horner keeps it himself. Horner is running laterally, and then he's engulfed at the 28-yard line, 27-yard line.
Yeah, able to pick up a few yards before Seth Pettit stopped him after a gain of 3.
2:30 to go in the football game. B.B. Comer's been really in control most of the game. Scored early and led at halftime by 3 scores. So second down and long. High snap, and it's all messed up. Penalty against Ranburne. See number 12 in there, Huntley Hulsey. He's a little bitty guy. Five-yard mark off. Second down and 8. Or second down and 2, excuse me. Old big 79 out there blocking. Look at this guy.
Yes, he's a big guy, as number 10, Logan Crook, the ball carrier. May have a Comer Tiger getting up a little slow.
And while we've got just a minute, let me mention our sponsors again. Sarah Automotive High School Game of the Week, brought to you in part by Donahue Physical Therapy, State Representative District 33 Ben Robbins, Omnia in Sylacauga, Coosa Valley Medical Center, Community Funeral Home, Charles and Cadero Woods. Always glad to have Charles and Cadero with us. Community Funeral Home, District 3 Sylacauga City Councilman Nate Brewer, B.B. Comer Alumni Association, Stop and Shop Auto Sales, and Talladega County Sheriff Jimmy Kilgore, along with Marble City Pharmacy, and presenting our national anthem, as always, is Sylacauga Glass. Deb and the folks over there, we love partnering with them with high school football. So the injured Tiger coming off the field.
Looks like number 6. I
Yeah.
can't really tell where his jersey's folded up
Look
there.
at the helmet.
But,
I think you're right.
looked like it was just a one of them cramps.
Adam Odom, I believe it is. So here we go, a minute 40 to go in the football game. B.B. Comer 32 and Ranburne 7. Ranburne with another opportunity here, going to throw it, squaring and firing. It is caught. Nice behind the back catch by the receiver, and that is
22,
yeah.
Mason Cofield made a good catch there. Sort of behind him, was able to grab it and got hit and was able to hold on to it. So good catch there by Cofield, picking up the first down.
18-yard line with a minute 17 to go in the game. Here come the Bulldogs quickly to the line of scrimmage. Clock running. Edwin, you're a minute to go. Inside handoff and not a whole lot of running room for Logan Crook. Penalty flag is down again.
Penalty marker down. Looked like, I don't know if that done blowed the whistle, but Kamari Harris in there ripping the ball out, but I believe they had blowed the whistle already.
Had several flags flying, so I don't know what the call is, but the official's going to kind of straighten it out, I guess. Comer's had some issues with penalties tonight. The officials are talking things over a little bit. We should be done with this one very shortly. Appreciate our buddy Ben Duke. He's always ready to go as the official comes over and they're going to wave the flag off. That never happened with me. They never pick the flag up. So second down now.
Looks like Ranburne's going to take a timeout right now with 58 seconds left to go here in the ball game. Trying to down 32-7, but always nice just to put another score on the board. So they'll have it at the 16-yard line.
Who does Ranburne play next week, Shaddix? Got it there
Ranburne will be playing Woodland.
Yeah. That's the team B.B. Comer beat handily last week. Woodland is from Sylacauga, you go Highway 22, and man, it takes you forever to get to Woodland. So Coach Adam Fawcett and his team and defensive coordinator Coach Hale, Michael Hale, trying to keep Ranburne out of the end zone. Trailing Ranburne is 32-7. They'd like to get some more points on the board to make it more respectable. And B.B. Comer has done a pretty solid job, but they've hurt themselves with penalties. Batted up in the air, and Kamari Harris, I think it was.
Yeah, coming in as Brody Horner was looking for a man in the end zone, Cofield, but them big hands come in, knocking the ball down.
Official stop play. They're going to tell him to probably add a little more time on the clock. That's been an issue tonight, the scoreboard clock. Referee waiting patiently with hands on his hips. All right, Shaddix, tomorrow, Alabama and Texas. What you got?
I got Alabama. I think they favored 20. I think they'll cover, but, as we were talking earlier, there's a lot of folks out there thinks it'll be a whole lot worse than that. I hope so, but we'll see. I got Bama winning.
Horner keeps it, throws it into coverage. Penalty flag it's going to be against B.B. Comer.
Yeah,
holding in the end zone.
Yeah, it looked like Cofield was going to get loose of him and catch it, but wasn't able to hold on to it. So
Jesse Graham was hanging on to him. So another penalty against B.B. Comer. So you got Auburn, San Jose State. They're favored by about 40, I think.
So and I don't know if they'll cover 40, but Auburn will win too.
And then you got Georgia hosting Samford. Not Samford. Is it Samford? Yeah. And that should be pretty easy pickings.
Oh, yeah.
So you got some of these games early on in the year, and then you'll get into tougher and tougher competition. I think Auburn plays their first 4 or 5 games at home in a row. They got Penn State coming up down the line.
Penn State somewhere in there.
Yeah. Here's Horner again from the 9-yard line. He's throwing into coverage, intercepted. At the 10-yard line, that'll do it.
Yeah, turnover right there by Ranburne again. And who is that on the interception? Number 2, Garrett.
Yep. He done it all in the second half, hasn't he? A couple of touchdown runs, an interception.
Look for B.B. Comer just to take a knee here. Just to let that clock run out. And got a few things to work on during the week.
While we got just a second, Vincent. Right before we go, 9/11 is Sunday, the remembrance of 9/11. And we'll never forget 9/11, those 3,000 people who lost their lives on American soil at the hands of terrorists. And, that's something, Shattuck, is still deep in a lot of people's minds, including mine. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, I remember exactly where I was at, watching it on TV when it all happened. And it's just, never forget that day.
So with they're running the clock down now, and they shouldn't have to take another snap now. Yeah, they're not. B.B. Comer coming to the sideline, and the officials say, hey, this is going to take care of this one. 32-7, B.B. Comer over Ranburne. And, hey, B.B. Comer ran the football well, especially in the first half, with 3 big touchdowns in the half.
Yeah, right there, especially right there at the beginning of the game, with the big plays, scoring the touchdowns, and you look at the score there, 32-7. But there are things that B.B. Comer's got to work on. Once you get it deep into region play, and some of the good teams like Vincent next week, all the penalties and things, those will come back and hurt you.
Yeah, 32-7, B.B. Comer with a big win, region win over the Ranburne Bulldogs. Thanks to Sarah Automotive, Donahue Physical Therapy, State Representative District 33, State House Ben Robbins, Omnia, Coosa Valley Medical Center, Community Funeral Home, District 3, Sylacauga City Councilman Nate Brewer, B.B. Comer Alumni Association, Stop and Shop Auto Sales, Talladega County Sheriff Jimmy Kilgore, and Marble City Pharmacy, along with Sylacauga Glass. Shattuck, it's been fun. It's been real. B.B. Comer with their 3rd win of the season. The Tigers knock out Ranburne 32-7, and we'll be back with you next week somewhere. Till then, have a great weekend. Remember 9/11. God bless you. God bless America.